Am I the asshole for demanding apology from carer/husband for not feeding me properly after major surgery? Last night, I sent a text to my husband saying, "Fuck you if you can't apologize. Now you won't talk to me." As you guessed it, we're reading r/Am I the asshole? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long while, but we're back. Anyways, let's get right into this. Wait, you read that part. Background: I've been the main cook for this family for 17 years. I'm 40 years old. We have 5 kids. He is nearly 50 years old, and he rarely cooks, but he is capable of cooking. Average male. Gotcha. 7 days ago, I had a total hip replacement, parentheses, planned. I'm on crutches and on a lot of pain meds. He is my carer. Yesterday, 7 p.m., he said he would start cooking dinner. I was concerned and starving, and I asked him what dinner was. He said he was defrosting frozen chicken breast for a HelloFresh meal. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, it's when they deliver fresh ingredients to your front door. So having defrosting frozen chicken at 7 p.m. for a HelloFresh meal, let alone just for dinner at 7 p.m., that's already impossible, coming from a bitch who cooks. Anyways, to set the scene, the lunch he served was half a small plate of broccoli and sweet potato. No protein. Breakfast was a banana and a cuppa. I don't know what a cuppa is. I had to ask for 1 sliced toast. So by 7 p.m. I was starving, helpless, and in pain. When he said frozen chicken, I yelled, "I know there's food in the fridge. Please just bring me something." Plan B was microwave lasagna leftovers, which a neighbor delivered the day before, which he, quote-unquote, cooked, i.e., threw in the oven. Lacking protein, I started yelling again. "I can't believe you can't find something proper. 17 years and I can't even trust you to feed me." Edit. Lasagna is Woolworth's brand basic lasagna, not homemade. Neighbor was very kind to deliver it, but not high in protein. He got mad, saying, "Don't you want food? I am offering chicken or lasagna with salad. What more do you want? How are you mad? I am offering you a choice." I felt betrayed, disappointed, and unloved. But I needed to eat, so I told him lasagna. He served it, I eat, and I go to bed. After 30 minutes, I'm still mad at him, so I texted him, "I didn't think I would have to spell it out. Feeding a person is not difficult. Your quote-unquote plan of defrosting frozen chicken at 7 p.m. is fucking ridiculous. Please have a nutritious meal for me tomorrow. The trust I had for you has been going for a while now, but this is a huge low. And for you to throw a fit and try to make me look like the crazy one? Fuck you if you can't apologize." Edit. Yes, I realize how awful this was, but I'm mad, and I wanted real feedback, so being honest, I usually don't speak like this. But yes, the resentment is growing for more reasons. This is just an example. Girl, why are you still with this man if you can't trust him to cook for you? He says nothing and completely ignores the text message. This morning, he goes to work as planned. My 16-year-old daughter is caring for me during the day. She feeds me well. He comes home at 6 p.m. Still no apology. He makes a chicken dinner tonight. He defrosted it last night, as he should. You're supposed to defrost chicken the night before, so it's good for the next day. Brings it to me, and then he leaves silently. He parks himself in front of the TV. I eat and finish, but I cannot take care of the dirty plate, so it's sitting beside me on the bed. 10 minutes after I eat, I use crutches to hobble to get my own medication, and he ignored me while I struggled to get a glass of ice water and take the meds. It's an obvious struggle, and he is choosing to ignore me. I manage to take the meds, and as I walk by him to go to bed, he says nothing. He just crawled into bed and is near asleep. He hasn't said anything to me yet. No, how are you? No apology, no consideration. Silence. Does he owe me an apology, or am I the asshole? Edit for clarifications. I'm not sitting around in bed. I'm walking as much as possible, following doctor and PT directions. It's my second hip replacement. First one was in 2018, early onset osteoarthritis. I can't cook yet though, and he said he would. Alright. Whew, this one. Honestly, I get it. I get it with the whole, being out of the hospital and you want someone to care for you, especially with the, ignore that, especially with the whole surgery replacement thing. I get that. I've been in and out of the hospital myself lately. But he's trying his best, especially if you've been the main cook for 17 years. I'm assuming you've never asked him for help. You said he rarely cooks and is capable of cooking. Oh my god, my fucking phone. Says he's capable of cooking, but I assume you just don't trust him to cook. Either probably doesn't do the dishes, or when he does cook, he leaves a huge mess. I know that's what I do sometimes, where if someone's cooking that I don't really trust cooking, I just take over and I don't let them. But still, be a little appreciative. Though I get it, he should have at least made you an actual meal. Though the question is, what is your diet that you are allowed? I get it was hip surgery, but you still get specific diets on how you're supposed to eat things, along with walking around. So if your doctor says more protein, that's on him. If he says that you need to eat small portions in the morning or something like that, then I get that. I feel like I just need a little bit more context. Especially since it's a major surgery, they want to make sure you don't eat anything too heavy after a surgery because it affects how you walk and shit. Well, not how you walk, but like just how your body handles everything. So, yeah, this one, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for everyone's an asshole here. She took it to a whole nother level by kind of being more demanding than she should be regarding food and demanding for the apology. Like, there is lasagna you eat. Sure, it's not high in protein, but it's something more. And the lunch, though, I don't know what a cuppa is. Weird. Still, that's kind of weird that he only gave you that amount for lunch. But yeah, I feel like I just need more context here before I label anyone an asshole. Though, from the sounds of it, both of them sound like an asshole, in my opinion. Alright, this next one is a bit of a short one, though I figured since we're in the midst of Christmas coming up, I figured this one would be a good one. Am I the asshole for double checking with my husband that he was aware of the price of the gifts he was about to give away? I have a load of collectibles, mostly Lego and Pokemon merch. Some of my minifigures are worth over $100 each, and my Pokemon card collection is probably worth in excess of $8,000. I also have sealed packs of cards. I have a bunch of MTG cards as well, but they're not a primary focus. My husband has been putting off doing his Christmas shopping for his work. They donate to children in need. Oh, that's nice. He asked if he could just donate some of my Lego or Pokemon stuff. I asked him for an example. He pulled out a few things randomly. He picked up the TIE Fighter pilot's helmet. Oh, I thought they were gonna list more. He picked up the TIE Fighter pilot's helmet. I told him to check eBay to see how much it would cost to replace. It was about $300. He also picked out some sealed packages of Pokemon cards. Again, I told him to look up what it would cost to replace. He gave up. He said it was dumb that I kept thousands of dollars of my hobby stuff somewhere. It could get damaged or stolen. I was tempted to ask how much it cost to replace his clubs after our garage was burgled. Burgled. I know what my stuff is worth. I know what I own and I keep it safe. I'm not really sure why my husband has such a problem with it. I was just making sure he knew what I would expect him to replace if he took it without my permission. I definitely would want it replaced. This one, I'm gonna say not the asshole, because, like, that's understandable. This kind of merchandise is rather expensive, especially if you... especially if you consider it a hobby. So, I totally understand that, especially because my roommate fucking is addicted to Pokemon cards, and just watching him buy one pack each was, like, close to $50 from, like, the Pokemon stands you see in the mall. And that was just basic shit. Like, even kids could get still. Also, I know they donate to children in need, but he's been putting off doing his Christmas shopping for his work. Why would you want to donate your partner's stuff? Why not donate things you have? Also, if your partner says no, then it's kind of a no-brainer. No means no, especially if it's kind of expensive shit. I know I'd get mad if my partner was requesting I donate stuff that was expensive, that I worked hard for. I could donate like stuff that I don't really care for. That's how you donate things. Or, you could go Christmas shopping like you were supposed to for your work. You could do that. So I'm gonna go with this one, not the asshole. Though if you disagree with me, go ahead and comment below. Okay, I found a completely fucked up sounding title, and I feel like you guys might enjoy this. Am I the asshole for telling my kid that if he cannot behave, perhaps we should reconsider the foster care system or military school? What the fuck? Okay. I do not have any legal rights to my son Danny. This is just a fucked up situation. Okay, first of all, if you don't have any legal rights to your kids, I know I need to get to the story, but if you don't have any legal rights to your kid, can't you not put them in the foster care system or military school? Like, you need the legal title in order to put them in. Anyways, I never wanted kids. Met a woman who felt the same until we got pregnant. 3 kinds of birth control failed. I have since gotten snipped. If she got pregnant and you both didn't want kids, I'm just saying abortion is not that expensive. Or, Plan B, though they said 3 kinds of birth control failed, so I don't know if they mean like they tried Plan B or if they like did the morning after pill. Anyways, I agreed to sign away my paternal rights and pay child support until he was adopted by her partner, whomever that might be in the fullness of time. My parents insisted on being involved in his life. I was fine with it. He's a good kid most of the time. Unfortunately, life, or in this case, death happens. My ex passed away. She has no family, and she left Danny with my parents when he was 12. My parents are old as fuck, and as a huge reason why I never wanted a kid. Danny's mom was an okay parent, but pretty lenient. Going from that to my parents' perfectly curated house must have been a shock. He was okay for a while. He is in counseling. He's 14 now, and as much of a pain in the ass as you can imagine a 14-year-old would be. 6 months ago, my parents threw in the towel. They said if I didn't come to take him, he would be going to military school. Fucking hated military school, so I took him in. All legal. My parents are his legal guardians, but I'm letting him live with me and trying to socialize him. He isn't having it. He has trashed my home a couple of times. He refuses to do his chores or his schoolwork. He's just being a dick. Pause. Okay. First of all, he's 14. His mom died. He moved in with his grandparents, and while in mourning, he went to a curated house, and apparently his parents had taken him, the dad's parents had put the dad in military school, so I'm assuming they are extremely strict, and with a kid in mourning, that's not gonna be okay. So, that right there, you're already having a teenager rebelling because he's mourning, but also rebelling because of how strict it is compared to how his mother was. So then it adds salt to the wound of I miss my mom. Continuing. I've been going to counseling with him for 6 months and it hasn't helped. I sat him down and told him flat out that if I had to deal with him wrecking my stuff, not cleaning up after himself, or not doing his homework, I was going to talk to my parents and see if perhaps being under professional care will help this behavior. He said I was an asshole and that I was never a father, so why am I trying now? To be honest, I'm trying because I loved his mom. Okay, so you didn't love the kid? I know she grew up in foster care and would hate knowing that's where he ended up. I need to look in the comments here. Because, okay, he doesn't say anything else, but clearly, he says it himself. He's doing it because he loved his ex. Not his son, but his ex. Red flags right there. Anyways. This poor kid, man. Like, I feel bad for him. I'm gonna go ahead and say straight up, you're the asshole. He's mourning, you never loved the kid, but you took in the kid anyway. Sorry the mom didn't have any family, but your parents threw in the towel because they couldn't deal with the kid having feelings. And it's a boy as well, so I'm assuming they were hella strict. And if they put you through military school, I'm assuming they're the kind of parents that are like, men shouldn't have feelings or cry. So I'm gonna say, you are the asshole. This poor child needs friends and a better home life. Anyways, I'm just gonna do 3 stories for today. This is just a little test run to see how we're doing. Back with a new mic. And back to doing this kind of show. I don't have that much energy since I'm on new medication, but I'm sure I'll do better for next time. I got some video games that I can't wait to show you. Alright, and with that, have a good day!